The day has finally arrived where taking a private plane is just as easy as requesting an Uber car. Our Maria Bartiromo sat down with the CEO of Wheels Up while at the Milken Conference in Los Angeles that's trying to make private travel more accessible. Maria.
Thanks so much, Sandra. Once again, coming to you from the Milken Conference, and I'm sitting right now with Kenny Dichter. He is the founder and CEO of Wheels Up and is truly changing private planes, aviation, private aviation. Kenny, good to see you.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you so much for joining us. You've launched new products. You've seen your audience double, the number of members double in the last year. Characterize what you're seeing out there right now. Are more and more people getting access to private travel?
Well, the key for us is to democratize the space. You need a bigger addressable market, and with our King Air 350i offering, we've really broadened the space and we've taken it to a much larger customer base. There's millions of people, the way we're set up, that can interface and be part of and join up with Wheels Up.
So this is a smaller plane and it's more affordable.
Well, the interesting thing, it's not really smaller as it relates to the light jet that I sold my whole career. It's more like a flying SUV. So it's 8 seats, 8 golf bags. So that gives you an idea how much luggage it carries.
You know, it's interesting because increasingly you're seeing people want that. And they want to spend their money on, they'll say, you know what, instead of spending my money here, I'm going to spend my money on a private plane and make my trip the best that it could be.
Not a doubt.
Tell me about those new products, because you were able to raise money. Obviously, you mentioned T-Rail price, but because of that, you were able to launch lots of new products. You mentioned the 8760 membership tier, but also you've got different products, whereas you could use it like a shuttle.
Yes, and listen, we have 3 membership tiers just to simplify this whole offering and bring it to a larger base. We have a corporate membership, which is $29.5 to join, $29,500. We have an individual membership that's $17,500, and now our new tier that we're doing with Apollo Jet, the 8760 tier, $59.50 to be in the club. So those are really understandable numbers for folk. And then again, the average flight being less than 2 hours in North America, the King Air is absolutely perfect. We've augmented the fleet. We also have the best-selling jet of all time, the Citation XL. When you have a 3-4 hour flight, we can address that as well. But as it relates to new product, ride sharing. If you wanted to put a flight on, Maria, and go from here to DC, you could put that flight up on the app if you have 6 extra seats that you're not using, and membership in the club can fill that in. You're the beneficiary of these savings, not us. We just charge a little bit of an administration fee to put it together. You propose that flight, and the other members can join in. That dramatically can lower the cost of your travel.
So you're with perhaps people you don't know, or maybe you are with people that you do know, but it's only 8 people.
Well, it's less than 8, or it's 8. You're with like-minded folks that are already members of the club. They've been vetted and verified because they're members already. And again, in a less than 2 hour flight, you might meet somebody and do some business.
That's unbelievable.
The other piece, the hot flights, is really, really interesting. Any closed fleet, like Wheels Up, that owns its own airplanes, 70% of the time we're flying revenue flights. 30% of the times we're moving airplanes to get in position for the revenue flights. We're giving that 30%, those empty legs, to our members through the app called a hot flight for $295. If you have flexibility, you can take any hot flight that Wheels Up offers. Any member can take it, first come, first serve, anywhere in the country.
That's amazing. How do you monetize this enough so that you're making money on all of this? I mean, this seems like really good values.
It's great value, and being a member of the club, you should feel like there's great value. I look at 3 business models when I think of my business and how we monetize and how we create stakeholder value. First one is old school, Costco. Their membership fees make up a great part of what they do, and they basically pass on the services at a very reasonable markup to their members. So that's one. If we want to go a little bit new school, let's talk about Amazon Prime. You know, Bezos and company have done an unbelievable job, and they add members every single day to that Prime service. Lastly, I got to thank Reed Hastings at Netflix. You know, it's pretty amazing what you can do with the membership model if you're able to retain the members. And we're having great retention here.
This is all the sharing economy, once again.
No doubt.
So you're expanding the business so much. What's your vision in terms of the next 3 to 5 years? I mean, you're getting younger people who you're making private jets accessible to them.
Yes.
Where do you see this going?
Well, we see ourselves doubling the whole private aviation pyramid. You know, there's probably 50 to 100,000 players that play in the private aviation pyramid. We see on our tier 1 business, our corporate and our individual, we see doubling of the whole space. So we can have tens of thousands of people that can ultimately 5 years out be part of the club there. The 8760 model, that's hundreds of thousands of people if you get it right. The ride sharing, the hot flights, the shuttles, you know, at $795 a shuttle that we're going to put on from New York to Nantucket or San Francisco to LA for $795 a seat. How big is that, Mark and Marie? It's open to everybody. We're also creating American jobs. Wichita, Kansas is the Detroit of the aviation business. That's where Cessna, Beechcraft, and a lot of manufacturing happens there. Every membership we sell affects a job in Wichita, so it's unbelievable.
Kenny, congratulations. I mean, there's nothing else to say other than this is an incredible success, and I could see the growth and the runway that you've got ahead.
Well, I appreciate it. Runway is the key in our business.
It
The
sure
longer
is.
the better.
That's right. Kenny Dichter there, founder,
Thanks.
CEO of Wheels Up.